Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I'll be playing some more Dragon Age The Veilguard, and I'm still in the opening scenes of the game, so you won't really see anything major. I'm just gonna go through the in-game settings that I'm using now. So playing at a resolution of 3840 by 2160 at 120 Hz. Frame rate is uncapped, no VSync, no triple buffering, and no HDR this time. That will be for a separate video. I am using AMD FSR at the quality preset, so that is upscaled from 1440p to 4K. Frame generation is only available for NVIDIA cards on this game, unfortunately. So render scale is at 100 and no dynamic scaling is being used. In terms of the graphics, as you can see, everything is at ultra. HBAO plus is grayed out because I'm using ray traced ambient occlusion and ray trace reflections as well as ultra ray tracing. And the only thing I've turned off on the game is vignette and motion blur, as you can see. So the game pretty much is maxed out, just at 1440p upscale to 4K. Oh, almost forgot to enable my OSD. So that's MSI Afterburner. It basically monitors real-time statistics of my system, so you can see my core clock on my graphics card, CPU clocks, temps, all that good stuff. So my first impressions of the game, so far so good. Very action-packed intro, and still getting used to playing Dragon Age with a control pad, but so far it's a pretty decent game. These things are a little bit easier to kill while wielding big weapons. You don't have to get too close to them. So I'm trying to just use support magic from my other party members.
But watch out. Whenever you see one, there's more nearby.
Yeah, I'm starting to realize that. As you can see, the game uses quite a lot of VRAM, and that's generally the case when you're using so much ray tracing.
Never gets old.
Anything here that can help you piece together what exactly that artifact is?
I have a theory, but we're miles away from where that artifact should be.
I'm gonna grab everything in here before moving that crystal. So it's just pretty much open one door by closing another. This is the Frostbite engine, so you may notice that a lot of cores and threads are being used. It's good to see the 7800X 3D being put to work. Pretty much almost 50% CPU load almost all the time, which is not what you see often in many games. And this looks like an ambush.
Constructs! It means I was right.
Right about what?
About where we are. It's an armory. I think I know what the artifact is.
And these things are tough. They're trying to double team me. There's two more to go. So you can ask your party members to help you with their special abilities, but it really just kind of feels like an extension of your own magic or your own abilities. But it works pretty well, especially when you're on control pad. It's just like almost like a hotkey. Okay, coast is clear. Now, some people don't like the stylized presentation of the game. I think in general the game looks good, especially like the world itself looks really good. But there are times that the graphics looks a little bit too cartoonish for my liking. You can see that a FPS kind of nosedive just because we're next to some ray trace reflections from the water, and it seems to really tank performance.
So if this is an armory, what sort
Methalinast. Darkspawn.
behind you?
These guys are easy work.
Darkspawn. Here. I never would have believed it. Until today.
Oh, the Blight's alive and well. You can see even the 7900 XTX struggling a little bit. Even at 1440p upscale to 4K with DLS with FSR quality preset. This game could probably use some frame generation, but hopefully that they will add that in time. There's probably something powering this force field, or there's something that I can use to take it down. Gotta look for an alternative route.
Another one of those resonance amplifiers.
Get ready. Once I shut it down, the path ahead will remain blocked until the magic dissipates.
We've got your back.
I'm on it.
Usually when she does this, we get ambushed by more enemies. Yep. Right on cue. The battle BGM. More Darkspawn.
Not too bad.
Taking way too much damage.
I've never seen Darkspawn this deep into Arlothan Forest before. As far as I know, it's never happened.
Could the Elven Gods be commanding the Darkspawn? Solus did say they were blighted.
You saw those Darkspawn, though? Something was different about them.
And we'll stop them. Once we get out of this bubble.
Right. Let's get to that central temple.
It does seem like they are kind of crazed. The Darkspawn in the first game looked a little different. I'm not too happy with all of the changes they've made, really, but it's a personal preference.
Right where you broke that wall.
I'm just gonna mow these guys down with this ballista. To support my my comrades. Nice. These guys don't stand a chance. This one's out of range. I can't get to the last one. Just hopefully my colleagues deal with them. Good job, guys. So yeah, let's talk about it. You're not going to be able to hold 60 FPS, unfortunately, with the 7900 XTX, even with FSR. And that's because the ray tracing seems to be pretty heavy in this game. But it's not a surprise. The game did say you would require an RTX 4080 and a 7900 XTX for 4K 60.
Another resonance amplifier.
Should be the last one, I hope.
Fingers crossed.
Be interesting to see if I could hold 60 FPS without ray tracing. That might be something I'd have to try out at some point. I think I'm a little bit out of range here. Even though it's sub 60 by a small amount, it does play really, really smooth, so the experience isn't too bad. As soon as I activate this thing, we're going to get ambushed by these things. Yeah. And keep my distance. Come on, sometimes it feels like your party members are not even contributing to the fight. Maybe they want you to have a greater emphasis of
We're close. I can feel it.
using the support magic. Okay, that barrier before should be down now. And something tells me there's a boss nearby.
Have you noticed something about the blight? Where it is, I mean? It's almost like it's feeding off the elven magic.
And I was playing this game with my RTX 4090 and 4900 KS at native 4K, and I was pretty much holding over 60 most of the time, so this shows you how demanding the ray tracing is on this game, or at least how much it can be. But the 7800 X3D only using around 50 watts of power, which is just insane to me, as I was using well over 100 watts with my 4900 KS.
That's what I think it is. Then the alignment means we're here. This is it. This is where it was kept.
Where what was kept?
The archive spirit, or as the ancient elves called it, the Nodus Derthalin. It means the inevitability of knowledge.
Why is it called that?
I don't know, actually. The notes were never very clear on that, but I plan to find out.
At least she's honest about it.
The inner sanctum. We're getting closer.
Well, here's the boss I was expecting. So I'll try and keep my distance from this thing. Ah, it's got some minions to back it up. Let's deal with these guys first. I'm glad when you're choosing your enemies or your comrades' attacks that it actually basically pauses the whole battle. It gives you time to choose the attacks you want to do. I do love that kick ability. It's like a WWE drop kick. I'm getting my ass beat by this thing. See if we can team up on it. I'm getting my ass beat here. Give it another drop kick. Finally took it down. Almost got myself killed though. See what's in the
Looks like
chest.
this door is going to need a second power crystal.
Then let's go find one.
So you can get her to heal you when you haven't got anything to recover yourself with. But this is one thing I don't understand. Sometimes you'll select your party member's skill and it doesn't always work. So I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, but that's annoying. Okay, so it's gonna open this door first and see what's behind here. It's another ballista.
Another ballista. I bet we could use it to break through that wall.
Yeah. So this is what we needed to use to get to the other side and get the other crystal. I was expecting more enemies than that, but I'm not going to complain. Holding over 60 in this area for the most part, so 7900 XTX doing a decent job here. Okay. Put this crystal back here. And now we can go and get the other crystal. Now that we've broken down that wall, I can get that other crystal that was previously locked away. I just need to know where I shot the ballista. Yeah, I think there's a wall around the corner here, and that's where we shot it. So I should be able to get the other crystal now. Okay, we're through.
We did it. All that's left is the Trident. I have so many questions for it.
You're going to ask it questions?
It's an archive spirit.
You'll see.
Raider cleaver. Let's just check this out. So 26 plus attack with 9 plus stagger. That's definitely an upgrade on what I was using previously. If you're wondering why the weapons don't change, you can actually change the kind of have a global aesthetic of what your armor look like and what your weapons look like, despite the stats of the actual weapon and armor that you're wearing. So that's why the appearance hasn't changed.
Okay, here it is. The Trident.
So we take it and we're good, right? We can head back.
Oh, I wish. No, it's a lot trickier than that.
As if darkspawn demons and animated suits of armor aren't tricky enough.
Exactly, we've seen worse.
I'm sure we can handle it.
It isn't that simple. If I remove the artifact the way I usually do it, it'll explode and take out half of Arlethan with it. Good news is, I think I can shunt the energy somewhere else. Okay, here we go. The way the magic is pulsing, I've never seen this before.
In the close-up
Almost like it's breathing.
cinematic scenes, it does look really good.
Ogre! That's an ogre!
These are one of the stronger darkspawn. Try and team up my my attacks. We'll try and stay out of this thing's way. But easier said than done though. getting my ass beat here. Even my drop kick can't even floor this thing. My timing's all off. And the game makes it pretty clear when the enemy goes red. Pretty much means you can't block this attack. You've got to dodge. Man, my timing's way off at the moment. It's getting my ass beat here. Okay, we've almost got it down to half of its HP. I don't remember that ogres being so tough in Dragon Age, but this one's pretty strong. Let's grab some more health. This thing is just ridiculously strong. I'm probably making this look a lot harder than it looks, because it's pretty easy to avoid this thing, but sometimes it does a few more attacks than I was anticipating. So I do have an ultimate ability, just press L and R together. So you're telling me I had this in my locker all this time and the game finally decides to tell me about it. It did come in clutch though.
Well, wasn't expecting to fight an ogre today. Then again, I also didn't expect to learn that my gods are rampaging around and trying to end the world. Just one of those days. Okay. Let's see. Okay. There we go. Ooh. No. That's good. I think. Oh.
What does that crystal do?
Keeps the artifact powered. Focuses the ambient magical energy. That's why these things still work, thousands of years later. Oh, no you don't.
Sulanan, Vir Sulevanan, and Asal Dirthara.
Well then.
I am the Nadas Dirthalan.
Right, I have questions.
I am the Nadas Dirthalan. What do you...
Maybe there was something wrong with the crystal. So much for that then.
Guess it's broken like the rest of the artifacts.
It isn't just any artifact. That's the Nadas Dirthalan, an archive spirit. And it does work. Or will, at least. Its crystal is broken. I guess maybe the blight threw its resonance off somehow. But I should be able to fix it. It's kind of my thing, fixing magical stuff.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
Strife and Irulan will want to know about this. And the Blight, and the Darkspawn. Let me know when you're ready to head to the Veil Jumper camp.
Okay, job done. Got to level 4 now. I'll do my stats improvement on another time. But that is just a second look at Dragon Age The Veilguard. Plays pretty well on 7900 XTX, but you will need to use FSR if you wish to use all forms of ray tracing. But that's pretty much it for me, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and as always, thanks for watching.